The NTSB opened the public docket for an ongoing investigation into a United Airlines runway excursion from 2024. What's included in that? Hi, I'm Morgan, and this is an aviation safety update. The docket provided by the NTSB included 31 documents. I went through each of these documents and created a presentation to help go through all of the details because it was quite bulky. I don't have it available now, but I will provide a link where people can go and check out the full slide decks that I'm showing. On March 8th, a Boeing 737-800 operating as United Flight 2477 experienced a runway excursion in Houston while trying to land on runway 27. Boeing and NTSB engineering simulations indicated that this plane on this day, the runway was wet, did have adequate capability to land safely. We have some information here. We've got the landing weight was 151,216 pounds. Configuration, flaps 30, gear down. Runway 27 in Houston. The landing distance available was 10,000 feet and the runway conditions were wet pavement. Here's some data from the NTSB aircraft performance study. The red is the as flown configuration, so what actually happened. And here are the NTSB and Boeing engineering simulations that replicated the event. And 24 of 29 alternate scenarios evaluated for wet pavement stopped within the LDA. So these two show the difference between the flights conducted in the simulations and the actual flight flown that day, which is on this side this time. And the three factors listed here are reverse thrust, speed brakes, and wheel brakes. And here it's reverse thrust, speed brakes, and drag and wheel brakes. This slide depicts that the pilot's mental model diverged from physical reality, and these are taken from transcripts and interviews of the pilots and statements that were made. The captain's decisions were based on an inaccurate assessment of the situation and a desire to expedite for air traffic control. And we have one comment that was not accurate related to the runway condition, on disengaging the auto brakes, on situational awareness, where he stated my state of mind based on all my other experiences. I didn't see that there was something that I needed to do, and on braking and expediting. This slide shows how the crew's actions were not consistent with standard operating procedures. So Joel Aiken, a senior manager of fleet standards for the 737 at United, stated the actions were not consistent with United Airlines SOPs. And here are the three procedures where they found deviations. So speed brakes, so should remain extended until stopping is assured, and the actions from flight 2477 stowed 5 seconds after touchdown to disengage auto brakes. We had thrust reversers deploy fully to max reverse thrust, and the actions from flight 2477, they were not deployed, remained at idle reverse, and wheel brakes. So this is the, I won't read through it. You can read it, you can screenshot it. This is the United standard operating procedure, and this was the actions taken on flight 2477. This slide shows United Airlines safety management system and how it emphasizes deceleration and SOP adherence. I'm not going to read through all of these, but here are the 4 items that are listed that are consistent with United safety management system. This slide details 2 existing technology systems that provided limited cues, and an upgrade could have been decisive. So we have the RAAS, I don't know if that's RAS or RAAS, which is the Runway Awareness and Advisory System. It was installed on this aircraft. It provides an on-ground alert and warning primarily for runway incursion reduction. and it did not provide an explicit overrun imminent alert in this context. And then I would say RSAT or RSAT, runway situation awareness tool, it was not installed on this particular aircraft, and it's part of United's fleet retrofit program. And this update shows that for this aircraft, it's in final review and the implementation is pending. So it said that this system calculates the stopping point, and it would have given an oral max brakes, max reverse alert well in advance. This slide details the future of deceleration awareness, which is the heads-up display technology. United currently has no operational heads-up displays on its 737 fleet, but is evaluating the technology. Peer airlines include Delta, Southwest, and American, and they have fully equipped their 737 fleets with heads-up displays. And Boeing makes dual heads-up displays standard on all 787s due to safety factors. And this shows what the heads-up display technology is. Here are some of the key lessons and path forward from an analysis of all 31 documents released in the docket by the NTSB. So the summary of the findings: the human aspect. A flawed mental model led to critical deviations from standard operating procedures. The systems perspective: standard operating procedures were clear but not followed. United is strengthening procedural language, training emphasis, and data monitoring. And from the technology perspective, upgraded alerting systems so that RSAT or RSAT and advanced displays, which is that heads-up display shown on a previous slide, offer powerful safety nets to aid crew decision-making during high workload phases. This is a little bit longer of a video, but this is my analysis of the 31 documents that were released on the docket for the NTSB's ongoing investigation of United Airlines Flight 2477. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. None of these are opinion. This is all based on the documents that were released for the docket by the NTSB. So I would love to hear what everyone else has to say about it. Follow my page if you would like to stay up to date on aviation safety alerts, aviation updates, and travel tips.